What is going on, everybody? It is Dispute X-Ray, and today's gameplay is Hardpoint with a few of my buddies. One that I really well know, and another one that I just met through my buddy Trilly. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's gameplay of us basically wrecking shit up. So hopefully you guys can see how good this team is, like this, this team of 3. And maybe if you guys like this video, maybe 3 times I'll try to convince these people to do some GBs, and hopefully we can get some good GB series going on. But let's get back into the topic of the time that I almost got, I wouldn't say kicked out, like almost got dropped from a class. And this was my junior year in high school, and it was English class. I would say 4th period. Yeah, it was 4th period out of 6 periods. So 4th period is right before lunchtime, and then you have 2 more and you're out of school. So, and my teacher's name was Mr. Carlisle. Mr. Carlisle. The reason I know his name still is because of his first name. It was something very dope. His first name was Zephyr Carlisle, and you don't really hear that name too often or know of that name. The reason I know it is because of skateboarding. But let's get back into it. And so this guy was a total, I wouldn't say weirdo, but he was different than average people out there. Like, his best friend was a pig, and he had pictures of the pig all over the classroom. Like, there's pictures of him in his car, him feeding him ice cream, and he always told us that his favorite food for the pig, it was ice cream. So he would always take him down to, like an ice cream shop down in the street from where he lived to just go hang out with the pig and give him ice cream. And he was also a vegan, and if you had meat in his class, he would go off on you. It was that bad. One of my favorite things about that guy was, you would ask him, do you eat meat? He's like, would you eat your friends? That's the comment he would always make to you. So, he's on the board writing, I think we were reading some book. I think it was Life of Gatsby or something like that. Let's do the Life of Gatsby. I forgot the name of it. But so he was writing down like notes, like pop quiz questions or something like that. And the game that was very, very, very popular during that time was the dick game, which was like your friend yells a word and you have to try to beat him and be louder and louder. Well, my friend Max Garzone and I were playing, anal. So we were just hanging out. He leans over, he's just like, anal. Right off the bat, I know exactly what he's trying to play, and I'm not gonna go down because if I let him win, then he would just hover it over me during football practice and how he beat me, blah blah blah. So I think we go back and forth like 2 more times, 2 to 3 more times. I'm like, this is it. I'm about to end the game right now. So I just look around. I see the teacher in the whiteboard. So I just yell out, Mike's anal. But as soon as I said it like they knew I was going to say it, so everybody got quiet. I yell it out as like, I wouldn't say the top of my lungs, but I yell it out pretty, maybe like giving a speech voice. And all I see is my teacher just drop the marker down onto the whiteboard, like the little holder. I just see him drop down, and I'm just like, crap. And he just looks over, and he looks me straight in the eyes and says, go to the office. You know you're in trouble when you don't even fight it. You're just like, I just got up and walked away. Why? Because I knew what I did, and I wasn't going to try to fight it because he knew exactly who did it. And I walked onto the office. I was there for like, I think 2 periods. I don't even think I went to lunch. And I was just there sitting. And luckily the vice principal of the school was in vacation. And he wasn't back till like the next day. I think that was a Friday afternoon. So I was just like, they let me go home. And I think the Monday of like the following week was a holiday. So I was going to get back on a Tuesday. And I was like, hopefully, he sees the form of, this kid did this, and he's just like, forget it, I got better things to do. Sadly, it didn't go that way. So I get called up during second period, and I'm just like I totally forgot about it. I forgot what was going on. So I walked out to the office, and I give him the little slip. And like, okay, stay here. Your principal will be out in a bit. I was like, all right, you know, I honestly forgot about it. I walk in there, and at the time I was playing football, so the head coach was there too, because him and the vice principal are good buds. So I had, you know, since I saw two people in there, I was just like, oh, you know, I'm off the hook. They're gonna, we're gonna talk about something else. I sit down. He takes out a folder and he's just like, so I see here that you insulted somebody, blah blah, about anal, about their sexuality, blah blah. He's like, you know, he gives me like this long speech saying you can get in a lot of trouble, blah blah blah. And my coach is just like, looks at me, he's like, you did this, kind of, you know, that kind of face. And as soon as the principal keeps going and going, he hears the name Max, which is one of my football friends. And my coach starts laughing about it, and the vice principal's like, is there something funny? He's like, these guys play football together, so there's no harm, there's no need to scare them with like lawsuits or anything like that. So basically at the end of the story, I basically got let off the hook. The principal, as soon as he heard that, it was like, don't do it again, go back to class. That's all he said to me. So more of the story is, 1, don't call your friends out in front of the teacher. 2, be sure you have some good friends out there. Like always, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this short little story about me calling someone's sexuality favorites, or ways out on public, I guess you could say. Like always, keep on grinding.